Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I'm Laurie.
I'm Hannah.
And we're Journey with the Gingers. And how are you doing today, Hannah? You doing good?
I'm tired.
You want to tell everybody what I cooked up for you tonight for dinner?
Chinese takeout.
Chinese takeout. I wasn't in the mood to cook. I cooked for the 4th of July. I hope y'all had a good 4th of July. Did y'all do something fun? If you did, tell us in the chat. We just cooked out here and we had some family over and played, what's it called? Rummy Cube. Is that how you say it?
Who's the grand champion?
Hannah was the grand champion. We played 7 games, and Hannah won 4, and I won 3. Mimi won 0. My sister won 0. And Hannah wouldn't play another one, so I could tie her.
No, I'm not the one who said that.
It was getting dark.
No, your sister was like, I need to go home.
It was getting dark, yeah. So, hope y'all are doing well.
I love how you tell everybody things that aren't true.
Do you think I would have won my 4th one?
It would be okay if you did.
You like that game now?
I don't dislike it. I just don't like it when people don't know how to play.
Yeah. Well, it takes a minute to catch on to it. It's a little bit different.
Or refuse to play it the way it should be played. should I play like that?
Who's that? Me?
No.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm kind of lost. But anyway, it was a fun night. Did you have fun?
Mm-hmm.
And you got that day off?
Mm-hmm. It's thrown off my entire week.
It was so weird that you worked on Monday, off on Tuesday, and then worked the rest of the week.
Yeah.
But, okay. Hope y'all are doing well.
I have an extra day off.
You had an extra day off?
No, I have an extra day off.
Oh, yeah. They got some incentives, some little bonuses today, and one of them was a ticket to get a day off.
A ticket to get, I think, 2 days off.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
That was nice. You got prize, too.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so. I'm the type of person that was like, yeah, give me more days off. What?
Nothing. My watch is going off. My Alexa's going off. I guess I shouldn't say that word. Some people's might go off.
Ooh.
Let's get a notification from Alexa. All right. So tell us something good. If you have a countdown, I already see that somebody put a countdown in there. If you have a countdown, if you have some good news that you want to share, put it in the chat because we want to hear your celebrations. Do you have any good news to share, Hannah?
I realized today that going to see things in a theater is more reasonably priced than I thought they would be if you got the season package.
She wants the season package to the Fox Theater in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. And it's very reasonably priced
compared to purchasing them individually, for sure.
Yeah. And I was just amazed. I was just like, wow.
So speaking of theater,
mm-hmm.
we have some upcoming theater events. William and I are going to go see Air Supply on Saturday, date night.
Good for you.
You have to be around my age to understand who they are. But
they
are.
You said who they is?
I know. I'm not perfect. But yes, who they are. But we're going to see them our date night. And then Hannah and I, for her birthday, are going to see Wicked in Atlanta, the Fox Theater. And then we're going somewhere else to see Six, the musical.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to, do you know we're going to in October? Disneyland. And as soon as we get back, I will wash clothes, pack for the booze cruise.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a busy next few months coming up. And speaking of the booze cruise, if you're going on the booze cruise, I think it's 114 days. That countdown sure is coming fast. I can remember when it was a year.
So I went to Costco today.
And?
They had children's Halloween costumes out.
No.
Yes, they
did.
did.
They're like, 4th of July is over, next holiday.
I literally walked in and I was like, why do I see Spider-Man? And why do I see a fairy? It's just all these kids' Halloween costumes.
Does it mean you can start decorating for Halloween now?
I'm not going to.
Hannah loves Halloween. Is that your favorite holiday?
I love making good memories for kids because Halloween was such a good memory for me. So I just want to do that for kids. That's what I like.
Yep. So, and in 2024, I have 3 cruises booked. William and I are going on the MSC Seashore in 2024. And then I'm going on Carnival Sunshine again with my sister and my mom and her friend. And then Hannah and I are going on the NCL Joy next summer to Bermuda.
Out of New York.
Out to New York. I had to say that because I know that you have something that you're already cooking up that you want to do.
Well, I was this morning. So when I'm in yes, I take baths. When I was in the tub,
I'm glad you take a bath.
No, but some people take showers.
You're a bath person.
Yeah, and so when I'm in the bathtub, I kind of like have my phone and I watch like YouTube videos. And there's this guy. His YouTube channel is called, I think it's Tom D NYC, and he's like a New York what's the word, tour guide. And so he takes you around the different like neighborhoods of New York and like in the different boroughs and everything, and he just like gives you the history. And he was making me excited to go back to Brooklyn. Like I was like, I want to go back to Brooklyn. Bad.
Eddie Lego would be very happy.
I just that morning, even though it was a couple hours, Dad and I in Brooklyn, it was so beautiful. It was peaceful. It was clean, and everybody was nice. I was like, yes, I like Brooklyn. So,
okay.
Yeah. I want to go back to New York real bad. I have 3 shows that are on my list. Technically, Lion King is always on my list, but that's not on my list of shows that are like top.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Shucked, which is a musical about corn.
Corn musical.
But I've heard it's hilarious.
Okay.
But I want to see it with Alex Newell, who is the Tony Award winner for Best Supporting Actor in a Musical. And they won that, and they sing this one song. It's called Independently Owned, and I just want to hear that song live real bad. And then there is Kimberly Akimbo.
Won the Tony.
Yeah, that won like Tony for Best Musical this year. I've heard that's amazing. A girl I did pageants with works on the marketing team for that show, so that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to see the Britney Spears one that's in the Marquee Theater that took over for Beetlejuice, which is, I think it's Once Upon a One More Time. So I want to see that.
So let's say hello to everybody in the chat. We're also going to do a little trivia at the end where we're going to give you the definitions to some words that have to do with travel, and you guess what the word is. It's kind of easy, but it's kind of fun. Just to do that tonight. Hey, Keith from BDF. Great to see you. I bet you Keith has a countdown for Disney. Oh, look at that. 1,292 days. Do you have a countdown app? Because that's a lot of numbers to remember. Love that. And that's Disney World, I'm pretty sure.
Walt Disney World, WDW.
Oh, he said, okay. Hey, Anthony, good to see you. I bet you Anthony knows what some good things to do in Brooklyn there. His family there. And hello, Nick. Nick always has a good countdown. Let me read it because Nick, I have to look closer. 313 days until I leave for Canada by train. 323 days till I fly to Australia, and flying from Vancouver to Brisbane. Nice. Nick, are you a travel agent? Because you always plan great trips. And then speaking of travel agents, there's Bruce and Cindy from Ocean to Ocean Travel. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. We hope you're having a fantastic day too. And then there's some other great traveler and friends that we've had, Cheryl and Ed. It says hello there. And there's a wonderful Mary Ellen Dillon. Hey, Mary Ellen, great to see you. And Cruise Nuts, hey there. I love how they say hello, Gingies.
I just think of the gingerbread man from Shrek because they called him Gingy. Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man. If y'all haven't seen Adam Lambert sing the Muffin Man with
Cher.
Yeah, as Cher with one of Cher's songs.
It's like, do you know the Muffin Man?
You know he did at his concert. He came out and he says, "I got to do it," and he did that during his concert. We saw Adam Lambert in concert when he was on did the American Idol tour, because American Idol used to do a tour.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they still do or not. But we also saw him with Queen.
Mm-hmm.
He is such a performer. So good.
I've loved him since American Idol.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what makes me love him even more?
What?
Before American Idol, he was Fiyero in Wicked.
Yes.
He was on Broadway. He toured. Yep.
He's so talented. Hey, Destination Fun. Great to see y'all. And there's Blaine from Rayleigh Creative Travel, another travel agent.
Mary Ellen Dillon says she had to work Monday too. Is it throwing you off?
It's just weird.
It is like you had a day off midweek, which I have to admit I'm thankful for.
Oh, absolutely.
But I thought Wednesday was Monday, and I'm thinking today is Tuesday. So it's just kind of like,
Yeah. And William retired at the end of August, and he has a lot of leave built up, and so he's been staying home, burning his leave. So he's totally thrown off my days of the week because he's home. It's just weird. But I put him to work today. He's painting some things in the house today.
Air Supply is
I
awesome.
know. I was listening to Air Supply today while I was doing some cleaning just to kind of remember their songs. They really do have beautiful voices. They just put the cruise on the Celebrity Reflection in June. I'm really sold. After we did that celebrity cruise with in May, Mimi and I'm really sold on them. If you want something that's a little bit more relaxed, but an amazing service and food. The food was really good. Celebrity's awesome. 115 days until I had 114, so I've had a feeling I was close.
Are you 114 until your flight out there? Is that what yours is?
No. I think it's just my countdown's off by a couple of hours or something. It's weird. It threw it off when I was checking it last night. There's Lynn. Hey, Lynn. Good news is just
4 cruises coming up.
Oh, just 4 cruises.
Why are you making such a big deal about it? You got the same amount.
No, but she says just like it's not that is big. That's big. That's awesome.
You got 4 cruises booked.
I do.
Wait, quick question. This is a side note, personal note. Is my credit card on file, or do I have to give you that to you every month?
Every month.
Oh, cool. You gonna call me?
I'm organized. I got on my money. Hannah and I are paying so much per month on our NCL Joy cruise.
We put it on the card that gives us the Sky Miles, and we pay it off every month.
Yeah.
So we get miles.
Yeah. Miles are important.
Very important.
We don't want to pay for a flight.
Also, side note, in 2 months we'll be able to book our flights.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To New York.
Yes. We're not driving. We're not taking a train. You don't have good experience with trains, and
I want to try a train again, though.
I do not want to get on a train with you.
I had one time on a train. It was a very bad experience, but
the train ran over somebody who was passed out on the tracks,
and they were under our car.
Yeah,
our train was stayed there.
That was your honeymoon. Yeah. That's why I don't want to travel on a train.
And it was June out of Charleston, and it was hot, and they turned off the air and they turned off the lights, and it was dark. And I had a major claustrophobic problem. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, hello, Kurt and Marcia from CME Traveling. Great to see y'all.
Destination Fun says that a lot of stores have the Halloween stuff out.
I bet as soon as 4th of July was over, they're like, stock the shelves.
Mary Ellen Dillon has a message for you about your Saturday.
Go to the merch site, see if my blonde friend Carrie is working. I will see if Carrie is working, because I have a friend named Carrie too. Spelled differently, but I'll remember that name. Moonlight Adventures. Hello, y'all. They're going on the booze cruise with us.
Lynn said number 5. Like Chanel number 5 or cruise number 5.
Nice. Lynn, what's your favorite cruise line? Because I know you are just cruising like crazy right now. Look at Ricky Ocean. Are you on a ship right now? He was in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
He is like the man on the streets in Seattle, interviewing people, having a good old time. Ricky's going to Alaska.
Our son went to college for a short time in Brooklyn.
Okay.
See, my mindset is that I was like this little, I think the best word for it is country mouse. Well, because I was terrified when I went to New York for the first time. I downloaded this app that if I felt like I was in danger, I held on to. You hold on to this button and it calls the cops. And then now that
that's smart though, if you're by yourself in New York
for the first time.
Yeah.
But as I've gone and you learn more about the city and about the people of the city. and you learn more safety measures, you're kind of like, I can do this by myself. I'm not going to, because that will make you nervous. But I feel much more relaxed in the city now. I just remember being absolutely terrified. So I cannot imagine being, 18, 19, 20 in the city.
The city is...
Unless you're raised there, it's really intimidating.
I feel like it's easy to navigate, too.
It's so easy because it's got the grid system.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
But I haven't been on the subway, so I can't say that's easy to navigate.
I mean, I think once you do it a couple of times, you know where you're going. I do know that for subways, they tell if women are traveling by themselves, don't travel past a certain time because, freaks come out. But there is a area when you're waiting in the subway, it's like marked that when the train stops, you'll be in the train right behind the conductor. So I mean, that's the safest train for you to be in.
Yeah. Cruising is fun anytime. Hey Cheryl, good to see you.
Oh, Mariel and Dylan, you want to meet up and go see Kimberly Akimbo?
I'll tell you where we're going. If it's still, I guess it would still be there.
I just heard that the music is great. I just also want to see Shucked. Shucked, I've heard, has like the same pace and kind of like the tone of Book of Mormon, but not as like raunchy on religious jokes. Mm-hmm. But like it's supposed to be funny. And then once
Book of Mormon was raunchy. It was raunchy.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not the best.
I was kind of embarrassed to my mama, and I shouldn't be embarrassed at this age.
I wasn't embarrassed because I knew exactly. I walked in there and I said, "There's going to be genitalia jokes," and I'm just going to tell you that right now. And she was like, "Oh, it'll be fine." And now you're like, "I'm embarrassed." Why? I saw that with my daddy.
Yeah, y'all have fun.
How do you think I felt? And I'm just sitting there going, "Oh God." That man is the most awkward man.
Hello, the Oracle. Good to see you. 58 days until my first Mediterranean cruise to Italy and Greece. I would love to do that. That's something I want to add to my list of things I want to go see and do. Our countdown is 7 days. Fly in direct to Cozumel. Very nice.
Whoop, whoop. Hello, one of my favorite Canadians.
Hey, Nick.
When's your birthday? Is your birthday this weekend? Is it next weekend? Hold on. But anyways, give it a minute.
Hey, together we travel. Good to see you. And Hannah's looking up Nick's birthday. Do you want to sing happy birthday to him?
His birthday is on Saturday.
Happy birthday, Nick. Everybody tell Nick happy birthday.
Unless you lie on Facebook and that's not your birthday.
Oh, he lied.
I know people who lie about their birthdays on Facebook because they're like,
I just wouldn't put it.
Because they I know at least 2 people that lie on their birthdays on Facebook. Like they lie about the day.
I guess they lie about the year. When you get my age. 1 day until he's on the celebrity solstice. Is this your first trip to Alaska, Ricky? I think it is. You're gonna be blown away with the beauty of it all. We're going in January 2027 for 9 days with a check-in, 2 Magic Kingdom days, 2 Epcot days, 1 Hollywood Studios day, 1 Animal Kingdom day, 1
Disney Springs
day, and a checkout fly back day. Gosh. I'm tired of reading that. That's a lot you get to do. Wednesday was like a Monday. It was a quarter in, so it's always crazy. Wow, the end of the quarter.
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
You feel that, don't you?
Oh, I feel that.
Hey, Travel or Bus. Great to see you. We had 20 people. Oh, 22 people here. Nice. Hey, Daphne, our sweet cousin. I guess, yeah, you call her a cousin. 36 days into our Journeys cruise on the Carnival Legend. Where are you going? You going to Hawaii? I don't know where the Legend goes. I don't know.
Taking the train to New York for my birthday cruise. No flights needed.
Nice.
If I could just take the train into the city, I literally would do that like every weekend.
She would.
I'd get discounted tickets. I would budget my life. I wouldn't buy clothes for myself.
Hey, Ryan. Good to see you.
All my money would go into the theater.
Hey, live a little. Oh yeah, it's hot. It's like in the 90s this week. Yesterday was 89. We were like, no, was it yesterday or Monday? One day it was 89. We're like, oh, it's 89. But we had the worst rain yesterday.
Our humidity. It literally feels like when you walk outside, it literally feels like an invisible monster is choking you.
I feel like it's when I go outside, come inside, I feel like I just got out of the shower or something.
It's gross.
Yeah, humidity in South Carolina is no joke for sure. Hey, Paul, good to see you.
Nick says, it's no lies. Happy early birthday, Nick. Your birthday's on Saturday.
It's your birthday.
What you doing?
Anna wants to know what you doing.
What you doing?
Are you flying?
Are you doing something?
Are you working? We're being nosy.
Okay.
Somebody else has a birthday this month. You. Mm-hmm. Anna has a birthday towards the end of the month.
I want to go see Wicked on my birthday.
Because your mom is so sweet. You got the best mom in the world.
Thank you. I want to point out, I came up with the idea. Because, you know, I've loved Wicked so much. I always had this dream. You want to hear my weird dream?
Sure.
It's not like a dream. It was like a dream when I was in high school.
Okay.
So I was watching interviews with the different actresses that played Elphaba, and they have their dressing room at the Gershwin, which is the theater in New York. Well, in their dressing room, there's a shower in their dressing room, so they can take a shower to get the green off.
Mm-hmm.
And the shower, even though they clean it, the grout is green.
Sure, I bet it is.
In the shower. And I've always been like, I want to be able to be Elphaba and go take a shower in the green shower.
We can probably go buy some green body paint and just pretend.
No, but like in the dressing room, and be in the dressing room and like preparing and do a show, and they come back and then take a shower. And then, do it over
again. Couldn't take a bath in the bathtub, could you?
But like I've heard that they got green up in their ears, by their hairline. So when they go out in the public, they're like, people look at them like, "What's wrong with you?" It's like, oh, no big deal.
So our next video coming out for our channel is the Celebrity Summit Ship Tour, and we'll be working on that together this Sunday, right, Hannah?
Yes. We'll be working on getting it organized Sunday. We're not editing it on Sunday. No, absolutely not.
It's gonna be easy. So we want to recognize our moderators. We have Anthony, Simone, Rayleigh Korea Travel, SCT Adventures, Lovey's Fat Life, Fordman, aka Kenneth Oaks, and Megs and C's. So thank y'all, moderators, for taking care of our channel. All right, so first we're going to start off. Do we have anything else to talk about? No.
I can talk about a lot of things, but I don't think you want me to go.
We might get off subject anyway, but I want to start because I love memes. I don't know if y'all like memes, but I love memes, and I found some really funny travel ones. So we're going to start off by I want to show you some travel memes that I found today. I think we're going to start doing this each week to show you some. So I just thought all these are cute.
I almost hit the end broadcast button.
Don't end the broadcast. What would you do if you did that? Hope they both come back.
No, because if you end the broadcast.
Oh, yeah, you have to start a new one.
You have to start a new one.
Oh, don't hit the end broadcast.
I didn't mean to. The mouse went over there.
All right, so let's see. Travel memes of the week. I was being creative last night.
Came up with the name.
All right. I love this. I love Kermit the Frog. My grandmother loved Kermit the Frog. No name back. I love this when you realize you're 40,000 feet away from everyone and their crap.
You're like, oh my god.
It's like when you get up there, you think, left it all behind. I thought that one was cute. And there's two more. This is my favorite one. When you wake up and the snack cart is 4 rows behind you.
I've actually had this happen before.
When you realize you missed the snack.
Well, for me, it's not snacks because I'm the type of person. Okay, I'm going to give a side story to this. Ever since this one specific trip in high school, I know to pack snacks in my bag, okay? Because if I'm hangry, I'm a female dog, it's not good. So we were flying from Augusta to Atlanta to Seattle. to get on an Alaskan cruise. I was like 15 or 16, about to turn 16 like that summer. And our flight in Augusta.
You're about to turn 20.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Magic.
Mm-mm.
I was thinking, not the Magic, the
You're about to turn 20.
I'm thinking of the other cruise. Oh no.
Was it Seattle?
It was Seattle.
When Mimi and Poppy.
Was it? Oh yes, I was about to turn 20. It was 19 and 20.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I got two cruises mixed up. And for some reason, our flight, like our plane in Augusta, just sat there for like 2 hours.
Yeah, it was bad. It
was bad. And then they're like, okay, well, you can take off now. And we're like, well, there goes our 2.5 hour, layover in Atlanta, because even though we're going to, arrive there, with 30 minutes to spare, we're going to sit there, taxiing to the gate and sitting there for about 20 minutes. So we
missed the flight.
So we missed the flight, and Dad was banging on the door. That was a bad idea. But anyways, our seats were like, I was at like mid of the plane, and then when they rebooked us because we missed our flight, they put us in the very last flipping row of the plane. And that's like a 4.5 hour flight, and we couldn't recline. But I was fine. I was fine because they automatically put us on the next flight. Mm-hmm. And so we didn't have time because we were at customer service, we didn't have time to go get food.
It's like we literally were at one end of the airport, and they said we got another flight and go all the way to the other end.
And I was like, I'm starving. And Mom being Mom, she was like, oh, they'll have food on the plane.
Yeah, you can buy the little box things.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, okay, let's buy that. Since we're the last freaking row of the plane, they get back to us, and I'm like, hey, can I get a sandwich set, please? They're like, oh, I'm so sorry, honey, we're ran out. I'm like, what food do you have? Like, they had 10 options. They're like, the only option we have left is our bag of granola. Not sweet granola, hard as Lego bricks. Like,
she was not happy.
I was not happy. That was a 4.5 hour flight. I hadn't eaten since 7, a.m. It was probably 3 p.m. at this point, and I wasn't going to get food until 7 p.m. I was not happy. So I know, long story short, I know to pack my snacks. I need drinks on a flight.
Yeah, I always pack snacks down.
Yeah.
Hangry Hannah is not a good Hannah.
Well, pack enough food.
But I have had William wake up before and say, did I miss the snack cart? And it's like gone down the aisle, so he looked like the little dog right there.
This man can sleep through turbulence and take off and landing.
The whole flight, yeah. All right, and the last one, this one is like my pet peeve. Dear people who stand up as soon as the plane lands, where y'all going? I can't stand when people do that.
The ones that get me is not the people who stand up necessarily. It's the ones that stand up and walk to the front of the plane and like cut the line.
I can understand if you're about to miss a flight.
And you tell the flight attendant.
Yeah.
But I'm just talking about people who just do it.
I have no patience.
And then I see them go to the pretzel stand, and I'm like, why are you cutting people off like that?
But when everybody just stands up, it just stands there. I'm like, why? Where y'all going?
We all about to stand here together.
I mean, I just think you should stand when it gets close to your thing, get your bag, and then go.
Some people are like, oh, it's to stretch my legs. And I'm like.
And then when the ones that start dragging their suitcases out and almost hitting people in the head while they're still sitting down, it's like, chill. We don't have much patience on planes.
The one thing that drives me nuts on a plane is when I see all these able-bodied passengers, especially grown men, and you see these elderly people trying to get their carry-on bags from up top, and you're not helping them. When I flew from Atlanta to London, I had to help 3 elderly ladies get their stuff from the up top.
And you're short.
I'm short, but I'm strong. And I just looked at all the men. I was like, none of y'all gonna help them. Okay. That is my pet peeve.
Flying Hannah is angry Hannah.
That's just when you see the stupid come out. All right.
Nick, who was a flight attendant, was the whole time going,
All right.
New. We have Denise from Bone Tired.
I was getting there.
And we have Warm Strong Adventures.
Hello. Hannah was hungry. Yes. It was just stupid. It was a stupid day.
Angry Hannah.
So the lesson is I pack snacks for like 3
And
people.
you help elderly people.
I help elderly people that can't get their bags from up top.
See, my mom always wants to sit by the aisle just because she has like leg and back issues and she likes to be able to stretch her legs. And she's claustrophobic too. So being on the inside of an aisle kind of gets her. So, but when right before we get up, I'll find an able-bodied looking man and I'll say, "Can you get her bag down this, whatever the color it is?" I'll ask them because I'm over here by the window.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to give you the definition and you guess the word. And this just is for fun. These are travel terms. One of them's kind of maybe. I don't know. So.
All right. Oh, sweet Jesus.
What?
I just messed up.
What'd you do?
Oh, that was not the right.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. So the first definition. What do you call the right side of the ship? These are easy, I think. The right side of the ship.
How does it do it for both? Who knows?
It does it for Facebook.
That's great.
Bone tired drivers. I feel you've been there, done that. And even on a cruise, when I'm going on a cruise, if I have a really long excursion, like 4 hours, and there's nothing written in the
Thing about food.
description about a lunch or whatever, I usually take snacks.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I remember that long excursion in St. Martin, and we were on that bus in that traffic. 5 ever.
I had snacks.
You had gummies.
I had gummies, and I had those peanut butter pretzels that had peanut butter inside of them.
Mm-hmm. And then I got a fruit smoothie. That was the best fruit smoothie. And they had all this fruit up in this food truck, and I was like,
Mimi was so hungry. She was doing that shake thing, and I was like, pretzels. I was feeding her.
Learn. That's like a mommy trick.
Have snacks.
Yeah, snacks.
Back in the day, it was Cheerios. Yes.
Just woke up. Don't know you must be bone tired. All right.
So the right side of the ship is the starboard side, and the left side is the port side. The thing I love about Norwegian is that in the carpet they have these fish. You know what I'm talking about?
That take you to the front of the ship.
And they're swimming forward. So if you get out in the hallway and you're like, which way is, I gotta get to the theater. I know it's in the front of the ship. Which way is the front of the ship? Watch the fish. The fish swim forward. All right. A budget accommodation offering shared dorms and private rooms, very popular among budget travelers, backpackers, and young travelers.
Hey, Bill.
Who is it? Hey, Bill. In a meeting, but wanted to stop by. Well, thank you for stopping by. Bill, put the name of he now has 2 channels. Put the name of your second channel. It's strictly about airplanes and taking off. And I love watching airplanes take off and land. I just love airplanes. I don't really, flying, and I like it, but it doesn't make sense to me on how it works.
Sweet Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
I promise you, if you look up a video, it will make perfect sense to you.
I like knowing I'm going somewhere.
Have you ever thrown a paper airplane? Add engines to it.
I know, but it's a lot of people and a lot of luggage.
How do cruise ships stay afloat?
I know. People question that too, but
okay.
I don't seem to question that.
Okay. Sweet Jesus.
Just saying.
Oh God! You're not going to question the boat that can carry 10,000 crew and passengers.
A floating city.
It's an island, basically, that moves. But your question is the thing that takes up like 300 people.
Yes.
Wait until you get on like one of those big ones like Emirates have that's like 2 stories.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, Timmy Ray the King. Good to see you. Timmy Ray the King. I think you're the one that always likes to go to the races, like car races. Well, hey there, Miss Johnson Graham. She worked with me at Mossy Creek.
Here you go.
And has beautiful children, and she's beautiful.
Your question.
I'm doing great. Just in my shop building a new dirt track late model race car. See, I remember that.
Here's Ryan.
Wings equal lift, engines equal thrust. Thank you, Ryan. I like to fly. I just sometimes I'm such a control freak.
You really?
Yeah. That I like to totally know that I could be in control of something and I cannot be in control
Yet
of that.
You're not questioning the endless ocean that you're sailing on.
Favorite place to be.
Makes no sense. Okay.
Yep.
Never been on Emirates. Would like to go.
Yeah, I think I would too.
She said it's good to see you. Okay. The answer is the problem is that the up is right next to the end broadcast.
Don't hit the end broadcast.
Why do you have a touch screen computer?
I love my touch screen. It's like I don't think I can go without it now.
This is no. It is a recipe
I was looking
for
at new
disaster.
computers, by the way.
Disaster.
But it's gonna be a touch screen.
Disaster. Hostile.
How hostile? Do you think those are safe?
So they have. There are horror stories from hostels, but if you do your research as like a female backpacker, for example, they do have hostels where there's a female side and there's a male side. Then they have the co-ed ones. I don't know if I feel comfortable with that unless I had a male companion with me. But yeah, that's. I think hostels are fine. I don't think I would be great in it because I snore. And they would hate me. The other thing about hostels...
Another thing you just learned about Hannah.
Another thing about hostels is that they have like a shared community area. And one of the horror stories I've heard that it's not that big of a horror story, but just people stealing food and stealing your stuff. You just have to like be very smart with how you store your stuff.
Too high maintenance for a hostel.
Really? I would have never guessed. Wow.
It's showing us as a hostel.
No, it's like Jeopardy.
Yep.
What is
I gotcha.
a hostel?
I was about to say I just gave the definition.
Okay. All right. Why is it not letting me? Oh, I got it. Okay.
A practice in which you can order individual items from a menu instead of a set meal. This is common on cruises, like when you go to specialty restaurants.
Order things via blah.
Probably what we'll do when we go to Food Republic on Norwegian. It's cheaper to do that than count as one of your specialties.
Do you know what restaurant I miss? And it's one of the most tourist trap restaurants.
What?
Carmine's.
Oh, I love Carmine's in New York.
Yes.
It's somewhere else too.
Oh, it's all over
Vegas.
Vegas. There's another one in a less populated part of New York.
It's a tourist trap. I love Carmine's.
It's just like you have to have a reservation, not because it's like high demand, but like don't think you're gonna walk in and be seated because they've been taking reservations for like 2 months.
I think the thing I liked about Carmine's is that it has that old Italy feel to it, and I love The Godfather, so it kind of makes me feel like familiar.
The funny thing is that Dad and I were just sitting there, and we had this couple from Jersey next to us, and they were very nice. We talked to them, and then they left, and then they like cleared the table, and then sat a mother and daughter, and they were on a mother-daughter trip, and Dad and I were on a father-daughter trip, and they were there strictly for Broadway shows, and so we were just having a good old time.
Yeah, I think that's what I liked about when we went.
And they were from North Carolina.
They sit you're close to everybody, but y'all kind of just end up being family and talking.
Yeah,
I like Carmen's.
Mm-hmm. I miss no Carmen. Our food was so good.
I mean, it costs a good penny, but it's delicious.
Yeah, it's family style, and it costs a good penny if you order the most expensive pasta. But the most expensive pasta was literally one of the most delicious foods I've ever eaten.
Seafood pasta, and it has like lobster on it and all this stuff. But you share it. It's a big thing you share. It's
market price. Market price things are not. But I mean, if you're going to splurge on a meal, it's a good meal to splurge on. We would like travel terms for $200.
They're all travel terms.
Of course, I was typing and they called me on. Sorry, I didn't put the little breaker. My bad. A la carte. A la carte.
A la carte.
A la carte. A la carte.
Yeah, so if you go on Norwegian and you get like 2, if you get with your package, you have 2 free specialty meals, and you want to go to Food Republic, we just found that it's easier just to pay for Food Republic a la carte, just order a couple of things, because it's just neat the way you can order on an iPad and everything, instead of using one of your special dining credits.
Bye, Blaine.
Bye, Blaine.
He's going to be listening. He's just got to do some stuff.
Thank you, Blaine. All right. When they accept reservations for more space than is available.
United Airlines. You're the worst.
But this happened on the Celebrity Summit.
For the special rooms?
For the concierge level rooms. I'm like, I guess because you can buy where they assign you your rooms later kind of thing, and they overbooked them. Yep. So people, we already talked about that in the past, but they asked another show, but they asked people, if they would downsize a little bit and get it for free or something.
Y'all should just look up the airline statistics for what.
Are you going to give out the word?
No. But when airlines do this, you should look up the airline statistics to see which airline is the worst about doing this. And a couple of years ago, it was United, and they blew all the other ones out of the water with how bad they do that.
Is it still them?
Pretty positive it still is. Do you not remember when United had to drag that man off the plane because they did this and they needed a spot for somebody else?
Don't drag me off a plane.
And they injured him really bad. That's why I look at you and United.
It's so funny when you're sitting there waiting to board the plane and they're like,
"Thank you, Bone Tired Travelers, for doing the breaks."
Thank you, Denise. Somebody said, "Oh, okay." I saw "Bye, Denise." I was like, "No, she can't leave now."
The rain was
Blaine was saying
rain. Blaine was leaving. Purple rain, purple rain.
But it's overbooking someone. Yeah, when you're sitting there and they've overbooked your flight and they're like, if anybody would like to get on at 10 p.m. tonight, we'll give you $500 gift card to Target or whatever it is. What would you take? What would it take for you to wait 5 more hours?
If I was desperate for money and I had time. But usually...
But you love Atlanta Airport. You'd be like, yeah, I can spend 5 more hours in Atlanta. You love Atlanta Airport.
I love Atlanta Airport because I like walking in between the things.
The concourses.
Yeah, and riding the plane train back and forth and doing... Yes.
That's Hannah.
Yes. But I would honestly, where we sat on the way back from New York and we got the smoothies and then we sat there on the
watch the planes take off.
Yeah, I would just sit there and just relax and read a book and just dude, I can read a book for 3 hours now.
Yeah.
Straight.
We played Uno one time.
That was
fun. Going to Vegas.
Jarrell hides his Uno cards.
Don't call out Jarrell and his Uno playing.
Love him, but man, that made me mad. Oh, Meg's here.
There's the Meg.
There's the Meggie.
Yikes, I'm late. You're never late, Meg. Thank you for
Yes,
being here.
this is true. It is good. Nope, sorry, I missed it.
What?
It is good for Pokemon. You don't haven't played it at all, really, and I got a Pokemon gym in my house. I do.
I know you do.
Okay, next break.
Anna has kids hanging outside of her house in the street.
Where was I going?
At her gym. Because she has, you don't understand, Pokemon Go, there's these things called gyms.
And you can go battle and like put your
For some
Pokemon
reason, it's in
there.
her house.
Yeah, no, because like there's a thing behind me that is making it a gym, and I walked outside, and these 2 guys and 2 girls were like in front of my house on their phones, and then I had a realization. I was watching their like thumbs, and I was like,
"Did you say something to them?"
Yes, I did. Not a bad thing. I was like, "Are you?" And I looked at my Pokemon Go, and I saw that there was a battle going on in the gym. So, are you battling the gym right now? They were like, "Yes." I was like, "Yeah." I wasn't mad or anything. I was like, "Have fun." You know, I wasn't gonna be like, "Get off my property." I was just like, "Have fun." You know, they're not doing anything.
But when I used to play the Pokemon Go, it was good in the Atlanta airport.
Atlanta's my favorite.
Yeah, I like Atlanta too.
Oh, thank you for the break, Meg. The break. Okay,
yeah, Meg and Denise doing breaks for us.
The breaks.
The geographic place to which a traveler is going.
Mm-hmm.
Geographic. For some reason I was having trouble saying that. Geographic. We've got this one.
Geographic. Mm-hmm. Like, my favorite geographic place to go to is New York.
Nah.
Oh my gosh. I had the cutest interaction with a client yesterday. So he and his wife came into the office to meet with their advisor, right? And I had to them review their sheet with their information. And all of a sudden I heard him whistling. And I was listening, and it was the dun 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 dun.
I only had a brain.
If I only had a brain. And I walked back in there, and I was like, "Am I crazy, or did I hear someone whistling if I only had a brain?" He said, it's been one of those days where I feel like I don't got one.
I don't got one.
And then I was like, and then I started talking about like Wizard of Oz with them. And I was like, yeah, I love Wicked. They're coming out with a movie. It's like the prequel. It's like the prequel on like the story of the Wicked Witch of the West. They're like, that's a musical. I said, I've seen that on Broadway, and I'm going to go see it again on my birthday. And they're like, you've been to Broadway? And come to find out, that's one of their favorite things to do as a couple is to go see Broadway shows. And so we had a whole long conversation about it.
I don't think it's my couple thing. I don't think William's favorite thing is.
Well, he loved Phantom of the Opera.
My mother-daughter thing, I guess.
He loved Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, he did.
I think he would love. There's like Back to the Future. He would like that.
Yeah.
And Lion King and stuff, but I wouldn't take him to see like Sweeney Todd. He would be like, "What is going on?" Destination.
Meg put the slash marks with the word.
Destination.
It's like destination fun. Like the channel name.
Destination. Destination. She says she can't type tonight.
She's bone tired.
Yeah. Favorite airport is Orlando. So Orlando's airport is the only airport that I've had to run in.
That's fun.
Yeah, that was stressful. Next break.
That was because the check-in was so long.
Because literally, I walked into the airport I never hit the bed.
I never said the word.
Oh,
hold on. Usually refers to the bed in a ship's cabin, but it's also the place at which a ship is docked. Same word.
So when I got there about 2.5 hours early, which I think is pretty reasonable.
That's what they tell you to do.
Yeah. And they were like, "Oh, check-in is 3.5 to 4 hours long." I was like, "That sounds like a you problem."
Did you say that to her?
But she booked it with you booked my one-way flight with Poppy's account, and you got me a certain class. So after an hour of standing in line, I then realized my ticket said priority. And
Like an
so
hour.
my butt went to the priority line and got helped in 25 minutes. But then the security line was 45 minutes long. And so I literally picked up a sandwich and I ran to my flight.
So you wouldn't be hungry on the flight.
Correct.
Even though it's not that long of a flight.
It's not that long of a flight, but but there's no guarantee because you could be stuck on the tarmac. Like you
been there, done that.
No. I was like, I'm getting a sandwich. No. Dang it. So they're showing Les Mis at the Fox Theater.
Somebody's got Bravo in the brain.
But this is a funny conversation because I was talking to Kathy, someone I work with, and she loves Broadway shows, and I was like, "Oh, Les Mis is coming," and Les Mis has one of the most beautiful soundtracks I've ever heard for a Broadway show. But please understand, the name of the Broadway show is Les Miserables, which stands for the miserable. Like, because the people
are miserable
in France. And it's not a happy story, really. And she was like, she goes, I was not happy during that. So that's the whole point.
They're miserable.
They're miserable. That was the whole point.
All right. So if this is the same word. It refers to the bed in a ship's cabin and also the place at which it's docked. It's the berth.
This is not how I thought it was spelled. I thought it was like birth.
B-E-R, birth.
Birth. Thing. I'm gonna live forever. That's not even the lyric.
All right. Exemption from import taxes. What is that word? It's something.
I've never shopped at one of these places.
If you shop on the ship, you do. You never buy anything on the ship?
Unless it was like mints.
Yes.
I bought somebody mints because they needed it. It wasn't you. And you know exactly who it is too. And it wasn't Dad. It wasn't Dad. Hey, you know exactly who it is.
You're so bad.
It was bad. You looked at me when it happened. So I went and bought Altoids.
Bought some $10 mints on a cruise ship.
Yeah. That's why they're duty free because they're expensive.
I thought alcohol. You just said the name of the word, by the way.
Oh, did I?
Good job. If I'm driving, if I'm not flying, sometimes we'll pick up alcohol.
Lovely Miss Holy Traveling Probation. Yes, it's such a great show, but you will be very sad. It is like a powerful soundtrack. I mean, people guessed before I said it. So duty free.
Good job, yeah.
I've done that several times on this show.
You have. Does anybody shop a lot on the ship to get duty free things?
You know, I saw a man one time buy like 10 bottles of bourbon, and I was like,
that's a lot.
I was like, okay, what are you doing with that?
There's an alcohol that we used to drink. Okay. A long journey involving travel by sea or in space. It's called is it Amarula? Amarula. It's really good. You just pour it over ice. We used to get that, like 2 bottles of that. We're not real big drinkers, except for when we're on vacation.
Oh, I'm not a drinker at all anymore. We all know this.
After the drag queen brunch. Yeah. Paul's still waiting to see what the video looks like.
We do not take any videos of me.
You didn't put any of the Harry Potter story in that video.
I know.
I filmed it.
I understand.
You just don't even want to remember it.
It was not a good time, and that is when I had the realization that me and alcohol should not go together.
Champagne and orange juice probably wasn't the best thing either.
It hurt. It hurt.
You're not a big orange juice drinker though. I think it's probably the acid of it.
It was just not liking me. So yeah.
All right. trying to think how many more slides. I think we got 2 more to this. A long journey involving travel by sea or in space.
No.
It could be that word too.
I'm thinking of Expedition Everest.
Yeah.
There you go. Bingo.
There you go. There's Paul.
Voyage. Like space voyage.
Like Star Trek.
Woohoo.
Generally a hotel stay of 7 or more nights.
Dang it. I'm just having more problems. Why is that song stuck in my head?
I don't think I've ever stayed in a hotel for 7 or more nights. Stayed on a cruise ship for one of that. Are you trying to think if you stayed in a hotel that long?
I don't think I have.
I don't think I have either. Nope.
Stayed on a cruise ship.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Could you do a cruise for 158 days?
No.
I couldn't either.
I have a cat.
I know. I think about...
And I don't trust other people with my cat.
And I also think about my mother's age. I don't think I couldn't be away from her for 158 days.
Also, I got anxiety about the real world, and I got a good job, not enough PTO right now for that, so...
Anxiety about the real world.
Yeah. Can you imagine being like in paradise on vacation for that long and being like, I gotta go back to reality? Yeah, no thank you.
And it's called an extended stay.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Paul. Paul's on it today. Look at Meg.
For me, the song that got me, hold on, we'll get to the next slide, I'll say it.
This is the last one. A raised deck at the aft part of the ship, traditionally used to provide a high point for observation and navigation.
There's a song. I have to look at the lyrics. But I'm not going to sing this again. Because it's men. It's men singing it. It's the very beginning. And that's not how you spell that. No.
Are you about to play music? Don't
play
music on here.
Larry, do you not think I know what I'm doing? My music is down. It's called The Work Song.
Oh.
And it's about like Jean Valjean and all the other prisoners that are in prison right now and how they have no hope. This is how the play starts out. So you can only imagine how it goes.
Kind of like Shawshank Redemption.
But it's like, that's one of my favorite songs because it's like, look down, don't look. And it's like them stomping. Don't look them in the eye. Look down.
Okay.
Nope. Shut up.
Or don't.
Shut up.
Y'all tell her that was me. I'll tell your mama to shut up.
You interrupt me.
I know, but you're running out of time, Chica.
I was almost done and you interrupted me.
Yeah, I did.
That's why we were told to shut up.
That's not nice. Be quiet's nice. Please be quiet. It's even nicer.
No. Not when I'm interrupted. And it's like...
They're going to tell you that was not nice, Hannah.
They're going to tell you interrupting me was not nice also. So 2 wrongs don't make a right. And it goes, look down, you're here until you die. Those are the first words of the play. So imagine. But that's one of my
Rainbow and Sunshine.
Dude.
All right, did anybody get this one?
No. That does make sense, though.
Yeah. I think. Is that the after the ship or the front of the ship?
No, that is on the mast.
Is that the front, though?
No, it's on the mast.
In the center? Or on the back?
It doesn't matter. It's on the mast.
Okay, so we'll take that, too.
No, it's on the mast.
It's on the mast. It's not on a deck.
The crow's nest is on the mast.
She ain't hungry either.
Yes, that's what I was trying to sing, but until I was rudely interrupted. The Work Song.
She ain't hungry. Okay,
I'm going to give a hint really quick.
Go ahead.
It's Schwab the blank deck, my matey, or I matey.
Or if you go to the bathroom.
My other favorite is One Day More. One Day More hits different.
Is anybody guessing? If you go potty. There you go, Mary Ellen Dillon. It's the poop deck. Very good. So after us tonight, I believe Lovey's Fat Life is going live. I haven't checked. But Lovey's Fat Life is at 8 p.m. and Beach Please is at 9 p.m. if they are all going live. I haven't seen that today, so I don't know. If anybody knows in the chat if it's any different, let us know. But Hannah, will you please close us out for the evening? Because it is exactly 8 o'clock.
I'm not going to be interrupted.
10 loves. Oh, Meg. Thank you, Meg.
I'm not going to be interrupted.
She loves me.
I do love her. All right. Thank you. Be sweet. She's talking to you.
Yeah, sweet.
All right. Thank you all for being here. You're the real MVPs. This is just how it goes. But y'all stay safe out there. Stay healthy. And don't forget to journey on.
Bye,
Did you
y'all.
forget?
I forgot to journey on. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye. Bye.